Hi everyone, we're PoinTrippers. Today, my husband and our son are heading back to Cairo. After breakfast at the hotel, they head to the bus station. It takes about 30 minutes by car, and the Uber costs just $4. This time, they're taking a double-decker bus. My husband had pre-booked the front row seats on the top deck. A smart move, since there's no one behind them, so they can recline without worrying about anyone. Once they arrive in Cairo, they'll stop by the hotel where they stored their luggage on the first day, then head straight to a new hotel located inside the Giza pyramid complex. And this hotel is special. It offers a direct view of the pyramids and the Sphinx right from the room. They booked 2 nights, one back in December and the second in January. I later contacted the hotel and combined both reservations. Why book them separately? To fully take advantage of the American Express Delta Gold Card benefits. This card gives a $100 annual hotel credit when you book through its platform, Delta Stays. I'm the card holder. So in December, I booked the most expensive room available, a $100 rooftop suite, under my husband's name, and got the full $100 credit for 2024. Then, in January, as soon as the new year began, I booked another night in the same suite, this time using the 2025 credit. So, yes, this 2-night stay is completely free. The hotel is called Pyramid View Inn. It may look a little old on the outside, but the location is incredible, right across from the pyramids. And even more than the view, the reviews were amazing. It's not a chain hotel, but it had great feedback from other travelers, so we decided to trust that. However, after checking in, the room turned out to be a bit disappointing. The rooftop suite, their most expensive option, didn't really live up to expectations. For starters, the pyramids aren't clearly visible from inside the room. The suite is set back on the rooftop, and you have to step out into a shared public area to get a proper view. That also means other guests can block the view, or even look straight into the room. We booked the $100 room to maximize the card benefit, but honestly, rooms at this hotel start at just $20. It probably wasn't worth it. So my husband went down to the front desk and asked if they could switch to a room with a balcony and a direct view of the pyramids, even if it meant a downgrade. And the new room, much better. If you ever stay here, remember this room number, 501. By just after 3 p.m., they still hadn't had lunch. Surprisingly, one of the most famous restaurants near the pyramids is Pizza Hut, and it even went viral online because it's located directly across from the Sphinx. So they walked just 20 meters from the hotel and got a pizza for $8. Eating pizza with the Sphinx in front of you sounds cool, but for them, the view wasn't much different from their hotel balcony, so it didn't feel particularly special. Later in the afternoon, they had something exciting planned, an ATV ride around the pyramids. There's plenty to do around Giza: ATV rides, camel rides, horseback riding. They booked the 1-hour ATV tour in advance on Expedia, $24 per person. And since we had a lot of Expedia One key cash, I used $48 worth of it to cover the entire booking. Even better, we actually made money back. Lately, we've been using a cashback site called Capital One Shopping when we shop. Right around the time I booked the tour, I got an email saying Expedia was offering 40% cashback on tours and activities. Yes, not 4%, but 40. So I clicked the link and booked through there. Since we were using Expedia credits and not actual money, I wasn't expecting anything. But to my surprise, we still got cashback. Later, I saw the credit posted to our statement, $19.44, 40.5% of the $48 tour value. I'll explain more about Capital One cashback in another video, but let me just say this. 40% is huge, and this kind of deal could apply even to expensive theme park tickets, like Disney World or Universal Studios if booked through Expedia. So in this case, instead of spending money, we actually earned money. At exactly 4 p.m., the tour guide showed up at the hotel to pick them up. He even bought my son a sweet coconut drink called sobia, which was surprisingly good. Before heading into the desert, the guide recommended they get scarves to protect against dust. They stopped by a small shop where the owner asked for $40 for 2 scarves. Naturally, my husband thought it was in Egyptian pounds, less than $1, and almost handed over the money. But it turned out to be $40 USD. After some bargaining, he bought 2 for $10, though it still felt overpriced. Now, it's time for the ride. The ATV bikes are beginner-friendly, and since they have 4 wheels, they're fairly stable. But what makes it really special is the experience of riding through the desert with the pyramids in view. We paid nothing out of pocket thanks to travel credits, then got 40% cash back. Hard to beat that. They also gave a $10 tip total to the guide and driver. By the time they returned to the hotel, the sun was already setting behind the pyramids. Sometimes, just sitting there and watching the sun go down is the best kind of rest. For dinner, my husband and son picked up kofta, beef kebabs, and shish tawuk, grilled chicken, from a nearby restaurant and ate on the balcony. Later at night, the pyramids lit up. Usually, there's a nightly light and sound show at Giza, and guests at this hotel can watch it for free. Unfortunately, it wasn't running that night, or the next. It would resume the following week. Their day, which began in Alexandria, ended beneath the Giza pyramids. Even the camels were clocking out and heading home. Our son had an amazing time. He gave the day 99 out of 100. From the pyramid view room to the ATV ride, it's a day he'll never forget. Tomorrow, they'll explore the pyramids and the Sphinx up close. Then, at night, they'll hop on a sleeper bus to Luxor. The trip is already reaching its halfway point. Until next time, good night from my 2 travelers.